Hello everybody, this is Simon with the 11th episode of Let's Play Mega Man 5. We're up to Proto Man's 3rd level and in perfect progression this is my favorite stage in the game. It's a decent challenge, got some great gimmicks and is a lot of fun just messing around with. This first part shows that the stage has a lot of teeth to it, with those Joe Gunners that are very hard to deal with. I just like to show off the real power of gyro tech here, though using the Mega Buster is also perfectly acceptable. Any other weapons are not that great because of all the pits and stuff. I do really like the atmosphere too here with indoors and outdoors areas mixed together to not make it boring or anything. It's got a perfectly acceptable palette, at least in my eyes, and there are a few rooms where Power Stone is actually useful. Wow! This is also a good use of those platforms, which I really like. Just fast jumps, as in Stone Man's stage. It's a bit harder. The spikes don't really matter, which is just as I like it, because I'm not a big fan of instant death at all. Yeah, and we're outside again. For some reason this guy wouldn't die, and for some reason his hitbox is completely fucked. Yeah, blunder aside, Crystal Eye is really good here because, as you could see just there, if you're quick on the draw you can just take those guys out extremely easily. This one, however, is always a bit of a pain to deal with, so shoot and let's skip it. Great, wouldn't even have had to wait for him to deploy. And this is a completely inexplicable room, because I cannot rant on this enough. Why the fuck do I have to use Rush Coil here? It breaks flow, it's just absolutely unnecessary. I will never get segments like that. But that's done with, and we're off to the great gimmick of this level. I really like this snake here, even though the physics are Mega Man 5 typically somewhat problematic, as Rush just demonstrated. They completely stole this from Super Mario World, obviously, where Wendy's Castle, I think, has also this moving snake, but that doesn't mean that it isn't great, and it does it better than Super Mario World, which is kind of rare for a Mega Man game, I think. This is like an auto-scrolling stage done completely right. It is the right speed, and you never feel like you have to wait for something, except for this short bit at the end here, but it doesn't really matter. And death from above! I love napalm bombs. And yeah, I really like that, and contrary to many gimmicks in Mega Man games, it gets reused later in the stage, and that's even better there. So, that's the brakes. Super Air is still the best deal with those guys because, well, it is their weakness. Very glad for that weapon energy drop though. Now, Charge Kick is usually very good against those guys, but in this instance it's just you don't have any room behind them. So I'm just going to test this shit right here. Yeah! Stuff like that is also what makes this stage great. I mean, they obviously designed it so you could hop up there, you could have used the Mega Buster too, but that would have taken far more time. And this is the most legitimate use for Power Stone I've ever seen. Especially if you're hanging on the ladder and aren't quick on the draw like I was just. I mean, it takes forever to kill this guy, but you're perfectly safe while doing it. And if you are on the ladder, well, you cannot use gyro tech because you cannot shoot it upwards, so yeah. And I'm going to leave out Power Stone a bit more, because why not? If you get lucky, it can take out those guys pretty easily. If you do not get lucky, well then this happens. Yeah. But I still like using it because, hey, come on, it won't get any other uses here. And a bit of risk is just to spice things up. Anyway, off to a very hard boss. This guy can wreck your shit though, he's really nice to me and not doing anything at all. Those things, as I will later demonstrate, if they hit you, will freeze you in place. Yeah, just like that. And just with Brightman and Mega Man 4, there's absolutely nothing you can do against this. However, this is a far fairer fight than Brightman because you can actually dodge those things. You can tease them out by jumping at the right time. This was a bit mistimed on my end. It is a really hard boss fight because he can wreck your shit pretty easily, and dodging him and his barrage of bullets isn't too easy. But if you slide away at the right time, and remember that you can indeed with the right timing tease out his bullets that freeze you when he corners you, then it's not too hard. Also, gyro attack is his weakness, which is always good because gyro attack rules. So, done with the best stage in the game, in my opinion at least. And off to Proto Man himself. Whoa, wow, that's spiky, and I think we'll deal with this next time. For now, this was Simon with Let's Play Mega Man 5, and thank you very much for your attention.